Hey everyone, Ian King here, editor at Smart Profits Daily with your weekly market insights video. Joining me again this week, my colleague and friend, Steve Fernandez. Steve, why don't you say hi to all our viewers out there?
Good to see you all, Smart Profits Daily viewers.
All right, all right. So we got a lot to cover today. And I want to first start with what's been happening in the crypto markets. We've got Bitcoin down about 10% on the week, Ethereum down even more, about 15%, although both those cryptocurrencies are off their lows of the last couple of days. And this comes after a prolonged sell-off in the last month that's seen cryptocurrency prices drop about 50% across the board. But Steve, there's some positive news going on right now behind the scenes in the institutional space. Can you let our viewers in on what you're seeing right now?
Absolutely. So Andreessen Horowitz, they're actually adding crypto exposure at their venture capital firm. So it's the A16Z crypto fund, and this is their third iteration of a crypto fund.
Mhm.
This one is at 2.2 billion, and we were talking about how that's very high for any venture capital fund in general. But if you look at their previous iterations, the second fund was 515 million, and the first was 300 million. So they're really sizing up to take advantage of this recent downturn in the crypto market.
Yeah, interesting enough, it seems like a lot of retail sellers are getting out at the same time that institutions are getting in. Now, some people call institutions the smart money, although retail investors like to think they're, smarter than the average institutional investor. Now, in the context of outflows, inflows, and outflows, we also get weekly and monthly reports on institutions and whether or not they're adding to positions or they're taking away from their cryptocurrency positions. What does the latest monthly report tell us about what the institutions are doing in the crypto space right now?
Yeah, so institutions are actually seeing more broad-based exposure to the crypto markets now. According to a report from CoinShares, in the last month, Bitcoin is the only crypto that they track that has seen a monthly outflow. They have 246 million for the month of June. And if you look at the other cryptos like Ethereum, Ripple, Polkadot, Cardano, and add those up, it's going to equate to about 35 million in inflows. So as you can see, institutions are taking this opportunity to add exposure to other cryptos, and they're taking advantage of the lower prices when retail, some may expect lower prices in the future. So there's a disconnect between what institutions are doing and what retail investors are doing.
Mhm. It's really interesting because in the crypto markets, everyone always seems focused on price. Obviously, you want the prices to go up, you want to make money on your investments. But if you kind of pull back that the price and the noise and the chaos of what's been happening in the crypto markets, you not only see institutional money flow into the space, but from what I read and from the people I talk to, the smartest entrepreneurs and the smartest developers are all migrating into crypto. And so what that tells me is that this, might not come to fruition overnight, but the applications and the use cases of crypto are going to grow exponentially a year or two, maybe 3 to 5 years down the road, just because of how much talent is moving into the space right now. And it's a similar moment to what we saw during .com after the sort of bubble burst, where everyone, who initially wanted to work in finance after getting out of business school, then wanted to go work for a .com startup. And by the time 2010 rolled along, you had this path for, a lot of these companies that started out in the late 2000s, whether it be Uber or Airbnb or DoorDash. And then 10 years down the road, they're some of the largest companies in the world. So I think because of this, the institutional moment where the money is flowing into the space, and then you also have entrepreneurs and smart people, smartest people in the room, moving into crypto, I think that this will keep a bid on prices, and we won't suffer the same type of bear market that we had in 2018, which was prolonged and led to an 83% pullback in Bitcoin. Which, if you look at what an 83% pullback in Bitcoin could be from its highs, I mean, you're looking at about $8,000 a Bitcoin. I think worst case scenario from my analysis is we get to about $20,000 in Bitcoin, which would be equivalent to the 2017 highs, and also where we broke out just a couple months ago in December. So what do you think about that, Steve? I mean, have you read about, or do you have friends that are moving, into the crypto space and looking to start projects in your peer group?
Yeah, I know a few developers that are, just because, I mean, it sounds cliche, but the blockchain is the future. So it's no surprise that talent is migrating into the crypto space, just because if you look at the crypto market and the opportunity, I mean, the crypto market is just so small in relation to more traditional markets, even after what we've seen in the last couple of years. So really, institutions as well are catching on to this, and it's almost like a light bulb went off in their head. It's that moment where late 2020, early 2021, not only are the people behind the scenes making these protocols work migrating over at a rapid pace, institutions are now saying we need more crypto in our portfolios. So long term, that should spark everybody's interest. But these institutional investors, they're really the data-driven investors, as opposed to retail investors who, they might pull up CNBC or Barron's, which is sometimes meant to be entertainment, and they look at these headlines and make their investment decisions from those headlines. So I know I and you as well like to follow what the smart money is doing.
Mm-hmm. And Steve, it was a great answer. And just so our viewers know, you're not planning on leaving us. You're a smart guy. You're not leaving us for cryptocurrency anytime soon, right?
I'm not planning on leaving Banyan Hill or Smart Profits Daily. No.
Sounds good. We'll make sure that we hold you to that. Any comments or questions, please leave them below. If you like our conversation today, please give us a like button. Helps us get that message out to other viewers. I'm Ian King. He's Steve Fernandez. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we will speak to you soon. Thank you.